the system.
I haven't.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to Exploding Dice Pathfinder, or whatever the heck we're going to call this. Episode 0.5, where we're going to build me a character using Path Builder.
Path Builder, more and more I play with it, is really, really interesting. But the choices.
Right. It was good enough for me to actually drop money on it. Mainly because also I wanted to be able to build my Eidolon. It's the important part.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, at this point, what I've figured out so far is how to. I've built him out to about level 10 so far. I see what you guys are talking about in terms of the way things kind of work in terms of stats. It's a little gross.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna make my screen big so I can see it so the string can see it too.
Yep.
Alright.
Are you just starting at, like, I can't remember, are you guys just being, like, level 1, or are you playing
we
at
are
level 10?
literally just starting level 1, so
Okay.
new character. Get started. Alright, so in this game, races are called ancestries because race is not a correct term for what this is called, because let's face it, a human is in no way, shape, or form ever going to be related to a dragon.
Species?
I like ancestry. So I want to be a bird boy. I'm debating between Strix and Tengu. I like Tengu because it has a melee weapon just in case.
What's a Strix comparatively?
Strix is so Strix gets its wings. Strix has hit point 8, size medium, speed 25 feet. Ability boosts dexterity and free. Languages common Strix. Additional languages equal to intelligence modifier if it's positive. Choose from Draconic, Giant, Gnomish, Infernal, and any other languages you have access. Low light vision. A creature with low light vision can see in dim light as though it were bright light. It also ignores the concealed condition as due to dim light. Wings. All Strix possess powerful wings. While not all Strix focus on honing their flying skills, a strong flap of their wings allows them to travel a longer distance while jumping. When leaping horizontally, you move an additional 5 feet. You don't automatically fail your checks to high jump or long jump if you don't stride at least 10 feet. In addition, when you make a long jump, you can jump a distance up to 10 feet further than your athletic check result, though still within the normal maximum of your speed. So they are very much so akin to Aarakocra, using 5th edition. Tengu, hit point 6, so I'd be losing 2 hit points. Size medium, speed 25. Ability boosts, dexterity free. Languages, human Tengu, common Tengu. Low light vision, sharp beak. With your sharp beak, you are never without a weapon. You have a beak unarmed attack that deals 1d6 piercing damage. Your beak is in the brawling weapon group and has finesse and unarmed traits. Now the character that I'm building is a prince.
Okay.
So I'm leaning Strix because it seems more noble.
Even though it specifically says they're reclusive humanoids?
You could be a prince of a reclusive.
I guess.
No, I think I'm like a prince, not the crown prince of the nation that we're in. I think Nex is digging the idea of.
I like the idea of just being some random orc.
I just like, I'm not main character syndrome or anything. I just like the idea of being a pompous asshole.
No, I know. I just want to be that random party member that is just going crazy, just having fun.
Also, I like the ability to be able to do like jumping stuff. All right, so let's go with Strix. I also don't want to lose more HP.
Yeah. I mean, from what you've said about Nexus, he's worse than you, so you really want to lose HP?
So I like the fact that I say he's worse than me and he says I'm worse than him, so it means we're pretty much on balance with each other. So my background is obviously going to be noble. Or royalty, rather. So royalty. You're a prominent member of a royal family. You've taken up the life of an adventurer. Perhaps you're the disposed queen, hoping to regain her throne, a prince seeking more of an exciting life. Ding. A princess on a secret mission.
You're a princess on a secret mission.
Yes. Choose 2 ability boosts. So a little bit something about character building in Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
You start at 10 across the board. And your skills develop as you build your character up. These boosts that you're seeing in here, like dexterity for my race, and these ability boosts that you're seeing here, one must be to charisma or intelligence, and the other is a free ability boost. That's what builds your character's stats in Pathfinder 2e. And I love that, by the way.
And then ability boosts are always a +2 unless you're at 18, then it's only a 1 after that.
Yeah, I love that. It is such a fascinating way to build character.
And when you hit level 4, which is usually when you get your stat boost, you get 4 of them, which is crazy.
You are trained in society, you gain courtly graces, skill feat, and can influence commoners in your family's territory, as well as nobility everywhere. You later gain the connections skill feat. You automatically have common and noble connections within any community in your royal family's territory, and have noble connections in large communities outside of your territory. Accept. Class. I was thinking Summoner, because I was a big fan of Summoner in 1E, and I heard they nerfed it to the ground, so that's the reason why I wanted to play it. You and your Eidolon fight together as one. You can rely on your Eidolon for mundane challenges, saving your spells for when they're needed most. Key ability, Charisma. Also, I am a huge fan of Charisma classes in any system that I play. Hit points 10 plus your Constitution modifier, Trained Perception, Trained Reflex, Expert, Fortitude and Will. Trained in 1 or more skills determined by your Eidolon. Trained in a number of additional skills equal to 3 plus your Intelligence modifier. I love that my Eidolon determines what I'm trained in. Trained in simple weapons and unarmed attacks. Trained in unarmored defense rather, so I can't wear armor. Trained in spell attack rolls of your spellcasting tradition, determined by your Eidolon. Trained in spell DCs of your spellcasting tradition, determined by your Eidolon. So my Eidolon determines a lot of what I'm going with here, and I am down for it. So accept. So now I have set abilities and skill training. So my ability boosts, 1 must be dexterity because of my race or ancestry. Other is strength, constitution, intelligence, or charisma. I'm gonna max out my charisma until I can't max it out anymore. Charisma. Oh, it has to be that. So we're gonna say then constitution, because hit points. Free boost, charisma, to get it to 18. What do you think, Blaze? Should I go Davy Jones? dexterity or constitution or
Con.
intelligence for more skills.
I think you should at least have con.
Okay, so I'm at 12 con right now. I
I mean,
3 skill points, so.
you want HP
Alright, so.
because you have said that your DM is going to be hard on you with
and
fights,
my Eidolon
so
does share my hit point pool.
that's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yep, and I definitely agree with you're taking Dex in the Ancestry boost because you're definitely going to want to have that AC.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put, since I have 3 skill point or 3 free boosts, I'm gonna put con, dex, and intelligence so I can have more skills.
Yep.
What do you think?
I mean,
Is there any reason why I should need strength or wisdom?
I mean, wisdom is your will save.
But I am expert in that, so I already have a +4 in it.
Yeah. I'm just stating,
Yeah. So
that's all.
We'll go over that here in a second when I go back to my character sheet. So finish with that. So
I mean, your main stat is charisma based on what I'm
Yeah.
reading about the
and I have an
summoner.
18 in that. So we'll go over that here in a second after I'm done picking my skills. Once we get over that, because we're going to move left to right on Path Builder here on what those mean. So skill training. Alright, so now the fun thing is, what should I pick for? I'm already trained in Society. So, what these mean, Trained, which is a +2, Expert, which is +4, Master, which is +6, and Legendary, which is +8 in each of these. Then, just like in D&D, you have your stat that it's based off of, which is your stat modifier. For example, in acrobatics, I have a +2, even though I'm not trained in it because I have a +2 modifier. Then your proficiency bonus. So, for example, my society is based off of intelligence for some reason, but I have proficiency in it, so it is +4 because proficiency is a +3 for some reason.
Because so proficiency is whatever your training in that skill is plus your level.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
Alright, so for a Pompous Prince, Diplomacy, definitely. I have 4 skill selections, by the way. So Prince Sorcerer, or Prince Summoner, rather. Diplomacy. So because he's probably going to be the face of the group.
Well, that depends. Do you like? It makes sense that he would be trained in diplomacy,
Yeah.
but also you said he was a little shit. So is he actually diplomatic?
Yeah,
you-
I mean, he'll still have. I mean, he will still, just because he's trained in like diplomacy, I mean, that is,
Okay.
he's still going to have his courtly trainings.
Please, we want him to have the diplomacy. I'm gonna have a lot of intimidation in performance.
Hey, I'm going off of what I was told about the character. I like to build characters based on their personality. So,
Acrobatics, just because he's naturally acrobatic.
Yeah. And you're gonna want that for like the wings and doing jumps.
well, actually,
Him being a little shit, he's always been the prince of jumping off of beds and flying around his room and
let me double check.
Running the fuck
something.
away.
running the fuck away and pissing off his parents that way. Would he be a liar?
If he's a little shit, he's a liar.
Yeah, it's true. Always pointing out his big brothers and his big sisters, getting them in trouble. Let's see here. Arcana, study of magic. No, his magic is natural. I can't imagine he would study it. Athletics is strength checks.
You're actually gonna want to go with athletics over acrobatics. Funny enough, because athletics is jumping and acrobatics is more balanced and tumbling.
Okay, then yeah, that's true. Then if I'm a jumper and runner,
Yeah,
athletics is
yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to double check because I remember like
So it's
acrobatics
not
being
as much
weird.
so like in D&D being like the just
Yeah.
strength pushing and climbing and the whatnots.
Yeah,
It's
there's
actually-
literally like one of the things is like leap under athletics. It's
Okay.
based on your athletic skill. So
Okay. Alright. So yeah, he's always trying to crafting. Princes don't craft their own items. Deception, he's always trying to get his brothers and sisters in trouble. Diplomacy, even though he's not the crown prince, he still has his court training. Intimidation, he's not very intimidating. Even
I
with
would
his
pick a
stand.
magic skill considering you're a summoner.
Yeah, even though he has a stand, he's not intimidating. I mean, totally, hashtag not a stand.
Kinda.
I mean, it shares his health pool, determines his stats. It's absolutely a stand. Medicine, no, he's not a healer. Nature, no. Occultism? I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not right now. Now if I want a magics... So, I'd say of between occultism and arcana, I'd say arcana because again, learning in high society, he'd at least have some magic classes.
I think it would depend on what you want your Eidolon to be. So I'm looking at Manifest Eidolon, which is the skill.
I don't remember
It's a special.
what
This
they have.
This activity has the trait matching your Eidolon's tradition, and then it says Arcane, Divine, Occult, Optional.
Alright, we'll just put our arcane for right now. I can always go back and change it.
Yeah.
Let's look at select Eidolon type. So we have Angel, Anger Phantom, Beast, Construct, Demon, Devotion Phantom, Dragon, Fae, Plant, Psychopomp. Fuck is a Psychopomp?
A what?
Psychopomp.
Oh. I would assume that's probably your stand. That would be my guess. Like,
Usher souls safely to the afterlife and maintain the courts of the dead. Psychopop Eidolons have a variety of appearances. They often traffic with mortals.
oh, it's divine based. Interesting.
Home plane the Boneyard. So I'm thinking either Fae or Angel.
Well, if you go Angel, then you're gonna want to go Divine rather than Arcane.
Because I had this idea with this guy. Here's the background that I have with this guy.
It's Divine.
So here's the little shit ran away from the castle and lived amongst the commoners for a while. Well, upper middle class. And attended public school and everything like that for a while, and ended up meeting this boy, and ended up falling in love with said boy. Sadly, said boy was sick and ended up passing away. And I like the idea of his Eidolon being a manifestation of this boy.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Angel, but I'm not against against something else.
Take a look at the Anger Phantom and the Devotion Phantom.
Anger Phantom. Your Eidolon is a lost soul, bound in the mortal world. Mortal world by undying anger or bitter grudge. No.
Maybe not that one,
No.
but maybe...
Devotion Phantom. Your Eidolon is a lost soul. Okay. Okay.
I mean, the last part of that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Your link with your Eidolon prevents them from succumbing to corruption and undeath.
I like that one.
So that's more an occult-based thing, I think, from the looks
It
of it.
is, because skills, medicine, and occultism. But I get those skills already, so...
So if you pick the tradition, it gives you the skill?
Yes.
Okay. So you could pick another skill then, right? Because if you get the skill from your Eidolon...
Yeah, I'll double check that, but I'm like very sure that I get those, so...
Unless your Eidolon has those skills.
Yeah. I
saying.
like Devotion Phantom. I initially skipped that because I thought it was like some kind of weird...
I mean, thematically, it makes the most sense.
It fully makes... So, because I skipped over it, kind of mumbling to myself. Eidolon is a lost soul unable to escape the mortal world due to a strong sense of duty, an undying devotion, or a need to complete an important task. Most Phantom Eidolons are humanoid with a spectral or ectoplasmic appearance. Hashtag not a stand. Though some take far stranger forms. Your link with your Eidolon prevents them from succumbing to corruption and undeath, and together you will grow in strength and fulfill your Phantom's devotion. Hashtag not a stand.
Look at the language part.
Yeah, language. One common mortal language the Eidolon spoke in life. So it literally speaks common.
Or it could speak Strix.
Orchestra. Oh yeah, he could actually be a Strix boy.
I mean, from the way that the Strix, or I don't know how your DM's doing it, but from the way the Strix are written, they're generally reclused in their own culture.
Yeah.
So, you meeting a common Strix boy
already. This is absolutely a stand.
Yeah.
It's 100% a stand.
I bet the Anger Phantom's probably really similar, just probably a little bit of a different ability
Symbiosis
set.
Seething Frenzy is an angry stand.
Oh, and I guess you pick which one you want, because there's two different versions.
Yeah.
So,
Alright,
like...
so let me take a... Yeah, because it
Stalwart
gave me
Guardian.
occultism and medicine.
Okay, yeah. So then, you can pick another... Oh, you took Arcane.
Let me take a look here. Or I could have him go into the actual slums and Aladdin / Princess Jasmine it, and him taking up the thievery.
I mean... That's up to you.
Yeah, they'll live for a couple of years as a street rat.
I mean, you could also take Stealth, because if he sneaks out of the castle...
Yeah, true. Yeah, sneaks
Like
sneaks
the-
out of the castle quite often.
So I'm giving you that thought process there. It's up to you.
That,
I'm not
that would
telling
actually
you how
make
to...
more sense that he sneaks out of the castle more often than takes things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Alright, so here's my sheets.
You probably sneak up on your family members too and scare the shit out of them.
Yes. With my stand. Hashtag not a stand. So here's my heritage. This is the kind of... What kind of Strix am I, or other things? Because technically I can be anything, but I'm going to be a Strix. I'm gonna metagame a little bit here because I want to be this kind of Strix that doesn't take fall damage, or is that the feet? I think this is the feet. Yeah, it's the feet. Okay.
I mean, everything is feats.
Yeah, everything is feats. So I can be a Night Glider Strix, which gives me dark vision. That's real good. I could take Predator Strix, which gives me a Talon melee unarmed attack for 1d4 slashing damage. Scavenger Strix, which is definitely not in character. I love you, Grayson. Shoreline Strix, which again has no way in character. And Songbird Strix.
I mean, that sounds perfect, actually.
Yeah, you descend from a talented line of Strix storytellers from the highest mountains to the purest landscapes where your lungs fill with glorious clean air. You trill, whistle, and croon sweet songs, while natural sounds you make you predisposed to sing voices. Make you predisposed to mimicry. You receive a +1 circumstance bonus on deception checks to impersonate a mimicked voice, where the sound of the voice is the only factor. If you are a master in deception, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus instead. You also gain a +1 circumstance bonus on performance checks to sing. If you are a master in performance, you gain a +2. Yeah. Metagaming makes me want to be a Night Glider, but like character-wise, Songbird is absolutely the way to go. Ancestry feat. I already know which one I'm getting here. Nesting Fall. I want to never take fall damage. And I've already said during this thing is he has been practicing with his wings.
Days are long, your car won't start. It's hard to fix it with the broken heart.
Also, the rest of these just don't make sense for him. He doesn't tell stories, he's not a defender, and he doesn't practice lore. Also, it's ridiculous that at level 1 I'm completely immune to all fall damage. I could fall from the top of an airship and not take fall damage.
Bullshit.
You trust the strength of your wings.
As long as you can act.
So what you're saying is
take
throw
no
you.
fall damage from falling, no matter what distance you fall. I can jump from the distance of an airship. I can jump off of an airship, and I will take no damage.
Unless
No,
you
but
somehow
what I'm-
fall unconscious. in
What
the
I'm
middle of that
hearing is
fall.
throw him.
As long as I can act, I take no fall damage. Evolution feat. Glider form. What's glider form? Your Eidolon involves wings, a buoyant body, or some other means to control. That's good. My Eidolon. So your Eidolon involves wings, a buoyant body, or some other means to control descent. It glides slowly towards the ground, 5 feet down, up to 25 feet forward through the air. As long as it spends at least one action gliding each round, and has not yet reached the ground, it remains in the air until at the end of your turn. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Advanced weaponry. Your Eidolon's attack evolves. Choose one of your Eidolon's starting melee unarmed attacks and gains one of the following traits. Chosen when you gain this feat: disarmed, grapple, non-lethal, shove, trip, or versatile, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. Okay.
I think it's saying that like you pick one
Yeah,
of the versatiles to, or it's all three, I guess. You can choose which one it is when you attack.
Yeah. Eidolon's heart beats with.
Ooh. She's an energy damage type. That sounds fun.
Your Eidolon heart beats with energy. Choose an energy type, damage type other than force, one of your unarmed attacks. Changes its damage type to the chosen type, and gains resistance to that. Nice.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Your Eidolon evolves more accurate senses. Your Eidolon gains low light vision and dark vision, as well as scent and imprecise sense with a range of 30 feet.
Do you want to just have Star Platinum? Because that's how you have Star Platinum.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Star Platinum has amazing eyesight.
I kind of like the idea of just having glider form because it's going to be also a Strix. And plus, yeah. At 14,
Leads
I
to
can get airborne form. If I survive to 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not plan past 10.
Alright, so... Act together, low light visions, boon streaks, evolution feat, link skills, manifest Eidolon, which is all three, makes sense. Share senses, blank, or 1, due to full retaliation, which is a reaction. Alright, so let's look at these as we go down here. Act together, summoner, tandem. Frequency once per round, you and your Eidolon act as one. Either you or your Eidolon takes an action or activity using the same number of actions as act together, and the other takes a single action. So I would use act together and he would use an action, for example. For example, if you spend 2 actions to act together, you could cast Burning Hands, 2 actions, and your Eidolon could strike, 1 action. Or your Eidolon could use its breath weapon, 2 actions, and I could use Stride, 1 action. Okay. Cool. Low light vision. We all know what that is. My wings, evolution feat, already chose that. Link spells. Your connection with your Eidolon allows you to cast link spells, special spells where you have been forged through your shared connection with your Eidolon. Link spells are a special type of focus spell. It costs 1 focus point to cast a focus spell, and you start with a focus pool of 1 focus point. You refill your focus pool during your daily preparations and can regain 1 focus point by spending 10 minutes using the refocus ability activity to specifically connect with your Eidolon, such as having a heart-to-heart conversation, playing together, or meditating in unison on the nature of your bond. Focus spells are automatically highlighted to half your level rounded up, much like
Heightened.
cantrips. Heightened, yeah. Much like cantrips. Focus spells don't require spell slots, and you can't cast them using spell slots. Taking feats can give you more focus spells and increase the size of your focus pool, though your focus pool can never hold more than 3 focus points. The full rules for this are on 300 of the core rulebook. Okay. I'm gonna guess manifest Eidolon is me summoning my Eidolon.
Yeah. Which takes 3 actions.
Yep.
Is a full round.
Yep, that is exactly it. Share senses so I can see my Eidolon, see through my Eidolon for up to.
Yeah, it acts as a familiar.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Cool. Enemy within 15 feet of you hits me with a strike and deals damage to me. If your Eidolon is within 15 feet of you, Eidolon instinctively flashes with ectoplasmic energy, allowing them to strike back against the enemy who dares to harm me. Your Eidolon makes a melee unarmed strike against the triggering enemy, even if the enemy isn't within my Eidolon's reach. Nice! So they like teleport back to me and smack them.
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
So how do I choose, like...
Spells?
No, the Stalwart Guardian or Swift Protector.
I guess it's just which one you pick.
Or is it just like, do I pick one on summon? Do I have to choose?
I don't know.
Launch.
attacks shaped like a weapon. Yeah, I don't know. I also like to know what my Eidolon's abilities do. I'm guessing that'll be a little bit further. Alright, so weapons, add weapon.
Try clicking on pets for a second.
Pets. Stalwart Guardian.
Okay, so it automatically sets it to the stalwart version.
Yeah, it's the
Rather than-
dutiful- yeah, it's the dutiful retaliation. What if I want the other one?
Try edit. Go up to edit.
Finished.
Edit pet.
I did.
And then you pick. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm delayed on the stream, so.
Swift Protector has 18 hit points, or 18 AC.
Yeah, it does less damage though, so like the. You can see the stat difference, I think, if you look in the.
1d8 plus 2. 1d8 plus 4. Plus 7 to hit. Plus 5 to hit. Oof. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Stalwart Protector then, or Stalwart Guardian. For right now. Plus he can disarm with his fist. Angel Finesse. Get a simple weapon at launch, so battle loot. What do I want? That's a simple weapon? A fire lance? No, you're a forked bipod. I just kind of want... simple. There we go. That's much better. Just one of them flintlock pistol, please. Thank you. Armor, no. Gear, no. Spell.
Wait, a flintlock pistol is a simple weapon?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Alright, so cantrips. Occult.
think you're on Divine.
Okay.
Why does it keep highlighting Divine when you click Occult? It's really weird.
No.
Because to reach the true divine, you have to go through the occult.
And then when you click Divine there, it went over to Arcane. What if you click Primal? What happens if you click
It went
Primal?
to occult.
Okay.
Weird. Okay, so healing plaster? What is healing plaster? Oh, jeez. But wait, do I need to use my focus points for
Cantrips?
cantrips?
No. There are focus spells.
Oh.
Also, that is not the right list. Approximate should be like the first thing on your skill on the list. If you Acid Splash isn't a occult cantrip. That's really weird. Unless it's like in an edition version or something like that. I'm just looking at the spell list on Archives of Nethos.
I don't know. But archives would have it as they have everything.
They do. So like the occult cantrips they have are Approximate, Bullhorn, Chill Touch, Dancing Lights, Daze, Detect Magic, Forbidding Ward, Ghost Sound, Guidance, Haunting Hymn, Infectious Enthusiasm, Invoke True Name, Join Pass. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can share thoughts and experiences with allies with that one. That's kind of neat. No Direction, Light, Mage Hand, Message, Prestidigitation, Protect Companion, Read Aura, Read the Air, Shield. Shield is a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a 1.
Sigil, Summon Instrument, Tame, Telekinetic Projectile, and Wash Your Luck.
Alright, so under cantrips it has most of them that you mentioned, so Chill Touch. Yeah, shield basically, because it's not the same thing as what you have, as 5e has, it basically is just a basically becomes a shield.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and shield block is weird in this game.
It is. Bullhorn. Is it literally just a bullhorn? Oh my god, it's literally just a bullhorn.
I feel like your character might have that because to annoy siblings.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
I also need a hype man.
Yeah, you do.
500 feet.
Infectious enthusiasm for again being a hype man.
Join Pass could be neat.
Alright, there we go. I have my 1 damaging spell and a bunch of other... Alright, spell level 1s. Animate Dead is a level 1 spell? Holy crap.
I mean, necromancers.
Yeah. Alright.
You do have access to it.
I know. I'm not going to take it because I'm not a necromancer, but...
Is it giving you all the level 1 spells, or is it actually the occult spell system?
It
looks like it's-
says- It is highlighted occult.
I don't see lock on there.
Lock's here.
Oh, it is on there. Yeah. No, sorry, I was comparing lists.
Taking
Well-
mage armor.
I mean, that makes sense.
And that's an easy one.
And you only know 2, I think.
Yes.
So,
Thicket of knives. I feel like my character would have unseen servant,
you have a stand.
but I need more servants.
No.
It's a waste.
Yeah, it really is.
Gravitational pull.
Yeah,
No, that's useless. Um,
Friend fetch.
what is friend fetch?
You shoot out ephemeral telekinetic strands that drag each target directly towards you, stopping in the closest unoccupied. So it's
Oh,
we need to get the fuck out of here.
that is amazing, and I love it. I like that a lot, actually. It's
That's kind of cool.
It's situational, but I love it.
If you consider where and how he's grown up, it's a useful skill.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always charm.
And there's always charm. It would be good night, bug.
Here's a good one for you, actually. Look at exchange image.
You trade
it's
appearances
there.
with the target.
I mean, you gotta get out of the house somehow.
Yeah. Take yours. Oh, that is brilliant.
I mean, that could be really good if you're ever, like, in a fight. Because then you just switch. And they think you're the summoner, or, like, they think the other person's the summoner, and they could be, like, the tank.
Oh, I love it. Oh. See, this is what I love, man. Just these new spells that don't exist.
And I mean, you could also use this, say, like,
Loser.
say you're getting chased, and then you, like, swap with a guard. Or something.
Oh, you're really selling me on that one.
It sounds really fun.
It does. I love the critical failure just for 24 hours unless I decide to drop it. Oh, and I don't need to make any noise to do it either. It's only visual.
It's... Oh, like for switching? It is somatic verbal.
They don't have that on here.
For, like, what the...
Yeah, what
like...
I need to do with it.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, I think it does say it. It says somatic verbal. Right under, like, the first line there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, my level 1 spells right now, I don't have attack spells, but that's fine. That's why I have a stand.
Yeah. I mean, that could be... And think about it. If you knock somebody unconscious, they critically fail. So they could think they have you in jail, and turns out it was somebody else entirely.
Exactly. So this
He
is
constantly knocks people out and puts them in his bed and then casts this and then leaves.
that one poor maid.
Or the butler.
Probably the butler.
Now, I believe you still have to pick something else. I don't remember. You still got like another like a class feat. I
No,
could
they
be
don't.
wrong.
Summoners don't get that many class feats.
You get a
do have
summoner
ability
feat at
boost.
second level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. So you don't get it at this level, you get it next level.
Yeah.
And a skill feat. Rogues get a skill feat every fucking level.
They are skill monkeys.
They are skill monkeys. It is absolutely ridiculous. They also get to like train in a skill every level. They get to like increase the training in a skill almost every level. I think every level actually. So like you see how for summoner you get a well, I guess I don't know if you see it. You get a skill increase at third level. I think most classes have pretty slow skill increase progression.
Yeah.
Different.
Monk gets one at level 3.
Though like you do get some things as your class progresses too, like as your level increases, I think you get some training and increases in certain things.
Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, so focus spells. Focus cantrips boost Eidolon. Focus spells evolution surge. Okay.
Hi, Zoe.
So
My roommate's cat has blessed me with a visit.
yeah, I have all my stuff.
Okay, bye, Zoe.
Support Jason.
Yeah, level 1's not too bad.
Save character local.
Whoa. Do you get ammunition for your flintlock?
He doesn't keep track of it.
Okay.
He's like me, I'm Alan. So, Scott, tell the people, and tell us what you are doing with your character.
At this point with the character, we are going with an ancestry of orc, a background of warrior, And the class of monk. Um, let's see. The idea behind this class is that he is a orc wrestler who is just out to fight and prove himself in the glory of battle. But the only way that it will do is in hand-to-hand combat with no armor on. Inspiration for the character is Hiralu from Elden Ring. Uh, one. So on level 1, in terms of when we were setting the abilities on him, I took dexterity, strength, on ancestry boosts. On background boosts, I took strength, constitution, and then class boost. I'm put strength. I'm trying to maximize as much strength as possible because I'm making him a strength-based monk. Because I'm going to focus on grapples, trips, disarms, jumping around, grappling the opponent, and throwing them. As well as stunning the crap out of them. But to play up the performer side and the overall intimidation effect of the monk itself, especially from its inspiration, I went, of course, with strength, con, dex, and charisma as my free boosts for level 1. In skill training, I went with acrobatics, athletics, intimidation, lore warfare, which comes from my class. Well, sorry, not my class, my background. Performance, and then survival.
Nice.
I'm still reconsidering on the survival one, only because I'm not really training him in survival in terms of like wisdom. So I might move that around later on, but I will decide between here and like next week. For his heritage, I took a Holdsguard Orc, and Holdsguard Orc is you are part of an orc community that participates in a ritual ritual scarification or tattooing. So I'm still trying to figure out what that's going to look like, but more than likely going to be like lion based in terms of referencing that character. But the marks on your skin show your exceptional hardness and vitality. You gain 12 hit points from your ancestry instead of 10. You also gain the Die Hard feat. And the Die Hard feat is it takes more to kill you than most. You die from the dying condition at 5 rather than dying at 4. Can you guys explain that one to me?
Okay.
And everyone.
So, let me try so that way I think I know what I'm talking about, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. So, when you go down to 0, or anything below it, doesn't matter, you go to 0, and you get what's called dying 1. If you get healed, you get wounded 1. If you go down to 0 again, if you have wounded 1, you get dying 3 instead, because you basically get dying 1 plus 1 because you have wounded 1. It basically, normal people, if you get to dying 4, you're dead. You die at dying 5.
Basically, have a little bit more wiggle room.
Yeah, did I get that right, Blaze?
It looks like it. The only like other thing is, if the thing that knocked you out was like a critical success, or a result of your critical failure, you end up dying 2 instead of dying 1. Like, as an additional thing.
Yeah, there's
Apparently
no death
that's...
saves or anything like that in this.
It's either you get healed or you die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for the ancestry feat, I went with, and this of course is all under suggestion and after talking with CJ and making sense after thinking through it myself and then going, he's like, yeah, this is what I did. I'm like, huh, same brain. Minus this one, which I took in his what he suggested, which is Iron Fist. You forge fists. Your fists have been forged by battle. Naturally tough skin, dense bone, hardened by conflict. Your fist unarmed attacks no longer have the non-lethal trait and gain the shove weapon trait. So basically, now my unarmed attacks can count as lethal attacks. And then the class feat is Mountain Stance. This is the monk class is a monk class stance, and of course I gain stances or different moves as I level up, and then I can use them to modify combat for myself or potentially help out others by being in specific stances or by using specific attacks to trigger different things. Mountain stance requirements: you are unarmored and touching the ground. So that's where we're going to be like, what does he count as ground? Because theoretically, as soon as you're standing on, like, as soon as you go up some stairs and standing on like someone's floor in someone's house, you're theoretically no longer on the ground.
No, it still
So
counts as ground.
Sorry, what was the monk feat you took?
Mountain stance.
Mountain stance?
Yeah,
And the Iron Fist thing that you took?
it's my ancestry fate.
And what is it? Sorry, what does it do?
It makes my unarmed attacks. So I'm purely on fists.
Yeah.
It makes them takes away the non-lethal trait. Basically gives me powerful fist.
Well, you already get powerful fist from being a monk.
Sorry. Where is it? Yeah, that's true.
So it might be better. Well, I guess the only difference is like they get the shove trait if that's what you really want, but because you already have, like right now the feat, the Iron Fist feat does nothing for your character because you're a monk. Because you don't take the negatives when you're like, I want to do a lethal attack with my fists instead. So potentially you could change that feat for something else.
That's another type of an attack I could gain.
I mean, Orc Ferocity could always be good. Which, you get like that last second wind if you would normally be talked down. You already don't want to use weapons, so... Yeah, sorry to, I'm just trying to help out, because I was like, those seem to be counterproductive, considering you already get the ability to do lethal damage with being a monk.
It's fine to point things out like that. I'm learning.
You could get a war mask.
I mean, that would allow me to mask him up and make him like a masked luchador in a way.
Once you select this source, it can be changed. You become trained in a skill. So you could it gives you like... Interesting.
Yeah, but I've got no real use.
No, you're right. It'd be neat,
Yeah.
but you're right.
Honestly, Orc Ferocity are having tusks, which is another set. Instead of being like blunt damage, it would give me also having an access to piercing damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And it probably would allow for some pretty brutal kills.
You go to headbutt someone and you forget about your tusks.
Mm-hmm.
What heritage did you take, by the way?
Holds guard. More HP.
Oh, right, and the dark-haired feet. That's cool.
I think one of the free feats that I did take, and it's purely thematical, is intimidating glare.
Uh,
So instead of intimidation requiring an auditory requirement, it's now just visual.
oh, yeah, that's like a skill feat, isn't it?
Yeah. The free feat. Yeah. So just straight up stare at a creature to try to intimidate it.
Oh. I was jockey.
Mm.
It's like, who joined? What's happening?
Why was it so loud?
Oh. Mine's really quiet.
That
And very low.
join noise was not quiet. But then again, I don't have a lot. I'm still working on the equalizer. Let's see. So overall, he's got dark vision, fury of blows, powerful fist, of course, intimidating glare, and die hard. And I've switched it around to tusks because that'll also give add another level of weapon that is useful. So where is it in? And then taking him from, like, I've already started kind of planning him out because he's a monk. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Immediately take Stunning Fist. Like, as soon as you get level 2. There's no reason not to. And then after, like, looking around on the skill feats, the only one that truly, like, called to me as a player and the player writing the character and the player playing the character is Titan Wrestler.
Which I would assume is athletics based.
It is athletics based.
Yeah.
You can attempt to disarm, grapple, shove, or trip creatures 2 sizes larger than you, or up to 3 sizes larger than you if you're legendary. So the late game role is to make him legendary athletics. He's a medium-sized creature.
Yeah. So yeah, you'd have to be like, that's super late game.
Yeah, but still, like, I think by level 10 I had him. Let me see where. Let me pump it down to level 10. Let's see.
So yeah, no.
Because that's the farthest because that's the farthest I've kind of, like, started theory crafting out. So that puts him at mastery only on athletics.
Yeah, you have to be level 15 before you can make something legendary.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, but still, early on, 2 sizes larger than you, being able to potentially disarm them, trip them, or throw them around, or kill them, is really, really good. Like, holding an enemy in place is really useful for everyone else.
I don't know how useful. Like, you're right. I also don't know, like, how it would. How useful.
I also plan on like grabbing them and then, like, chucking them. Like, aiming to. Let's put it. I've played too much Baldur's Gate 3 with CJ. Shove is my favorite maneuver. I like pushing things over edges like cats. So shove an enemy off an edge, push them to where they're going to take a fall damage or something. Or get them to trip in a way, that way they potentially fall prone. Or they at least stumble in their attack.
Yeah.
But the goal is to, like, make it harder for them to hurt everyone else while I hurt them. I think what was it like? So, level 3, I would probably take toughness. Again, reinforcing the amount of HP that I'm pumping into the character and its ability to withstand the dying condition, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
At that point, the monk gains incredible movement. So you just start getting faster. And you get faster, like, every 5 feet for every 4 levels beyond the 3rd level. So at contacts, like, level 1, you're moving at, like, 25 feet. So as soon as you gain that, you now have you're just 35 feet, just moving faster, moving much farther. Then I gain Mystic Strikes, which basically my unarmed attacks become magical.
Oh yeah, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's just still having that, just knowing that I have that is good. Level 4, the class feat. of course, by then I'm going to be playing with it and rethinking.
Working at one of those.
And
Do you know RPGbot.net?
yeah, I think so.
I'm just looking at one of the ones that it just kind of lists like the good feats, and Crush and Grab is one of the good ones.
I haven't even read it then. I haven't read any guides about any feats. I'm just looking at them from my perspective, having played 5e.
Oh, that's no worries. I'm just looking at this because they like sometimes it's good, and then sometimes you're like, nah, this is more thematic, and I want to do it this way.
Well, like, so yeah, I said I'm going to take Crush and Grab, but then I take Hefty Hauler. But that's also really good if you think about weight. So either I'm carrying around things or in combat being able to lift something up.
Is it the skill feat?
It is the skill feat. I'll probably, like, by then I may change it or do something different. Probably like,
Oh yeah, it's for increasing your bulk.
bulk limits.
Yeah, bulk is interesting.
What is bulk exactly?
So bulk is just carrying capacity. It's based on the equipment you're carrying. Certain. There's only like 2 types of bulk now. So there's anything that's like full bulk, and then there's like it'll have like a bulk limit. So it'll just be like this is 1 bulk or this is 2 bulk, and then if you are, and then there's anything that's like less than that is just considered light, and for every 10 light things you have, it's 1 bulk.
Yeah. So it's basically
And if you do become over encumbered, like there are actual things that happen to you. I think you lose speed and AC or something like that. If your DM's playing by encumberment rules.
no idea there, but that helps me make a decision because that would probably push me more towards grabbing stuff like combat climber.
Yeah, like bulk is. So you're carrying more than you can manage. While encumbered, you're clumsy 1 and take a 10-foot penalty to all your speeds.
I'll have to find out what happens when I like potentially like grab and lift grapple and lift another character. See how he treats it.
Yeah.
Then I can make the decision to take it if I need to.
Yeah, I don't think you should, because like that's a combat maneuver, and those are different.
Yeah.
So clumsy. If you would like to know about the condition,
I would.
So the way most conditions work is like there's a number beside them, and that's not how bad it is. It is how bad it is, and then basically every turn you lose 1 point of that condition unless otherwise stated.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're at like clumsy 3, the next turn you would potentially go down to clumsy 2, unless like you broke out of something. But anyways, what clumsy does is your movements become clumsy and inexact. Clumsy always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to the condition value to dexterity-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, ranged attack rolls, and skill checks made using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. So clumsy is a terrible condition for if you're a dex-based character.
Dex-based.
But like, it's also pretty bad for because it's still like a -1 to all of those skills.
Yeah.
Titan Wrestler is a good one though. Definitely one. Did you already take that?
Yeah, like first thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, because
I-
you said you get a free feat, right?
Yeah, it's like right at the beginning. It's like level 1. I take it.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
No, I get Titan Wrestler at level 2. Is the way
Oh,
I got
okay.
the lane going. Let's see. Do that.
Interesting. Yeah, level 3 gives you a general feat. If that's what you're talking about.
Yes, that's toughness.
That's what you're gonna get at general at level 3.
Yeah, is there something better?
I don't know, because like general feats are interesting.
That's why I went with toughness.
Yeah.
So yeah, crush and grab, and then combat climber. Basically allowing me to King Kong it up the wall. I can climb with one hand occupied, so
That's kind of cool.
let's see.
Ooh.
Level
Wish toughness was
5.
a little better for like health though.
Yeah, still it's better than nothing. Or something like fluffy. Level 5. I'm not gonna, of course, talk the skill increases or all those things. Those are still up in the air.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna stay the same distribution as like chosen at level 1 for the most part, because I'm gonna try to shove those levels as high as possible.
Yeah, you get your general feat at level 3, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot to pick from.
Yeah, I'll probably go back through it and look, but like there's
Alright, I think with that wrapped up is where we'll go ahead and wrap up for the evening then. Thank you, Blaze, for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Scott, for coming out and helping us out with building the character, getting some insight about what you're playing. And I am excited for starting next week.
Yeah, you guys should have some fun.
Oh yeah.
I should probably come up with a name for my character.
As long as you just don't die in the first game.
Oh,
Yeah.
no promises.
So while you guys were discussing, I made myself a backup character just to be on the safe side. A skeleton oracle by the name of Smythe, who is also a cook and is ready to serve as a healer if need be.
Oh yeah, have you guys not like talked to the rest of the group and what they're making?
Nope. I've tried
Ooh.
messaged the other two people and nobody's responded to me.
Oh boy.
Yup. But I played an Oracle in 1E for a long time, so I know they're fairly decent healers. So
how does he handle like all the? You can go crazy with the classes, the class race combinations, etc.
as long as it's published material somewhere, and if it's third party, let him know, and he'll take a look at it.
Okay.
AKA,
I'm
he'll
gonna-
ask me.
Yep, I'm gonna come up with a couple of other level 1 ideas in the background.
Alright, cool. geek-io.net/merch is where you can get the stuff that we publish to help keep the lights on here. Please help. Twitch.tv/geekio show or geek-io.net/YouTube, I think, or EXT YouTube, something along those lines. And that will get you over to the 7 Tower. Nope. I was looking at a boys thing just now. Sorry.
It's a good thing you're not going to be DMing on Friday nights.
Tired.
You're tired on Fridays.
Yeah. Anyway. Love you all. Be good to one another. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm gonna go to bed.
Bye, guys.
Bye.